Money will make you more of what you already are. If you're unhappy and you get money, you will be unbelievably unhappy. If you're depressed and you get money, your depression will darken. If you're a jerk and you get money, you become a big jerk. If you're sweet and you're generous and you love giving and you get money, you become what we call a philanthropist, and you change entire communities, entire people sectors. You become more of what you already are when you get money. It doesn't fix your marriage. If you have a bad marriage, it'll make it worse. And the crazy that's in your family. So we're cruising along, everything's pretty good, and only I had done some stupid stuff. Nothing illegal, I didn't cheat anybody, I didn't lie, I didn't commit fraud, I didn't do anything like that, but I was just stupid. How many of y'all ever done something dumb with money? How many of you didn't raise your hand, have a problem with lying? I borrowed too much money, and we were doing a lot of it on 90-day notes because we were flipping these houses, and our bank, our largest bank, got sold to another bank out of state. And the guy looks down and goes, there's a kid, 26 years old, owes us $1.2 million on 90-day notes. Let's limit this relationship, which is banker talk for ruin his life. And we weren't late on a single note, but they called all our notes because under the paper I signed, they had the rights to do that if they just squirreled, and they squirreled. I was the idiot that signed the paper that allowed that to happen, never dreaming that anybody would be that way. Our second largest lender heard we were in trouble and called another $800,000, so we got $2 million due almost immediately, and it's all tied up in real estate. We spent the next 2.5 years of our life losing everything we owned. One year I made $250,000. The next year my taxable income was $6,000. Spent the whole year selling stuff trying to pay my bills because I was told you're supposed to pay your bills if you say you're going to. 2.5 years later, we were at the bottom. Our marriage is hanging on by a thread because the number one cause of divorce in North America today is money fights and money problems. We didn't get a divorce. Sharon said, I would have left, but I didn't have a car. With a brand new baby and a toddler, and our marriage just barely hanging on, and my hopes and dreams crushed, we were bankrupt. I remember standing in the shower with it so hot I could just barely stand there, and I would just stand there with a shower in my face and cry because I was so scared. It took a while. Instantaneously, things don't heal, do they? It takes a little time. So we didn't instantly bounce back. When you fall that hard, it's more of a splat. And so we start handling money this way. Number one, get on a budget. Jesus said, don't build a tower without first counting the cost, lest you get halfway up and you're unable to finish, and all who see you begin to mock you and say, this man began to build and was unable to finish. My friend John Maxwell says, a budget is people telling their money what to do instead of wondering where it went. My friend Zig Ziglar used to say, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every single time. It turns out winning at something is an intentional act. No one accidentally wins. I never interview the football player after the Super Bowl's over and goes, how did you do that? How did you just win the Super Bowl? I don't know, I just got off the bus and it just... Winning is an intentional act. If you're gonna have a great marriage, you're gonna work at it. If you're gonna have great kids, you're gonna work at it. You know, it's just a plan. You don't win with money accidentally. You're not going to win the lottery. You're not. It's not a random lightning strike. It's a series of, I planted some corn and corn grew. Wow. As you sow, so shall ye reap. If I plant nothing, nothing grows. The same rain comes, the same sun shines, but nothing grows. If you manage money for a company called You Incorporated and you manage money for You Incorporated the way you manage money for you now, would you fire you? Don't answer that. The second thing is get out of debt. The borrower is slave to the lender. 100% of the mentions of debt in Scripture are negative. And so what happens is we go to school and we get us a little student loan. Got to have old Sally Mae in our life. And then we get a master card. Borrower's slave to the lender, so we should get a master. And then we go buy a car we can't afford. We know we can't afford it because we have payments on it. People come in our office, they look like this all the time. They're like, dude, can you get me out? Yeah. I'll get you out. It's going to hurt though. You're going to have to do things where you quit caring what other people think. You're going to have to quit spending money you don't have to buy stuff you can't afford when money you don't have to impress people you don't even really like.